What's up, guys? Zach Silverstacks coming to you with another video. First off, let me say I know for some of you that watched it anyway, or at least saw it was there, probably noticed that I took that last video down. It was brought to my attention that I had my information out in it. For those of you that informed me of that, I really appreciate it. I know it had about 130 views at the time that I took it off. It was only up for about 8 hours. I would just ask for the people that noticed it, please, please, I'd really appreciate if you just kept that information to yourself. It can't be unseen at this point for the people that saw it. Although I do appreciate you guys giving me the heads up on that. And unfortunately, episode 2 of my grading period, which I went in depth on how to register for PCGS, well, that kind of went out the window just because it wasn't letting me blur the name out. So for that, I'm sorry. But I do have some good news, because what you see in front of you is what I'm sending off, but I finally got my forms in. Now, those of you that saw my video would know that I've been waiting for my forms to come in so that I could fill them out and send them in. And when you register with PCGS, they do whatever package you get, they send you forms, information, and so on and so forth. Now, you can do an online submission, but I want to have a record of what I sent in paper form. So I finally got those in. Now I'm waiting on my Mylar flips. Those of you that don't know what those are, they are what is preferred to be the coins to be sent in, just because there's no chemicals, or the chemicals that degrade the coin in most flips. Mylar flips is going to be like this material. It's not like the hard ones that we're all used to. But I'm waiting on those to come in, and a few other things that I need to send in. But I do have my form, so I'm going to open this up. I've gone to the extent of making sure my information was not on the envelope, because that has been twice now that my name's been put out there, and I feel like I'm being careless. So I took extra precaution. Now, will I take precaution the whole way through this video and not show you information that's inside? You never can tell with me, I suppose. So let's get this open and see what we got. You guys are always making fun of me about how I open with a knife, but you guys don't understand. Trying to keep your face out of a video and cutting something is not exactly easy, and it can be difficult. But I got the envelope open now, so I'm just gonna pry it open. You know what? Why don't I just make sure that no papers are there for me to rip? Yep, I'm good there. Rip that all the way through. Alright, now let me get this off camera so I can make sure my information is on here. Aha, there is information on myself. Look at that. Alright, so essentially they give you your receipt for joining. I'm not going to show you that because my name's on it. And they give you some show dates, pan flips on digital grading, kind of showing you how things are going, or how it's done. They also show you prices for grades and all that good stuff. And it looks like I'm going to be able to show you this. Oh, they sent me a calendar. That's kind of cool. It's a PCGS calendar. That's awesome. Kind of shows you all kinds of high graded coins, and wow, that Morgan's beautiful. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, so I'm assuming this is just a calendar. Keep track of what you sent in when you send it in, and it has, oh, that's awesome. It has a list of all the dates, and I guess some information and VM variants on the pictures. So, but that's not the reason we're opening this and showing it on camera. The reason we're showing it, oh, they sent me a lot of them too. That's good news. All right, this is what you have to fill out when you send in for a submission. Is my name on it? No. Okay, so it comes in like this. It's a packet. Okay, obviously like any invoice, there's multiple layers. The back one is yours. It does like all the other invoices. It seeps through all of them, so you have a copy. You'll send in the other 3. Now it shows you the prices at the front, and I went through all the pricing with my other video. Now since that's off, I guess I can do a real quick run through. and showing you what the prices are. So, can I get it to focus? What do you think? Yep, all right. So, Rarities. This is going to be for, you know, 1 in a million coins that they're not going to insure for over $100,000. It's possibly that they're worth more than $100,000, but they're not insuring it. You have to call to get a quote on that. It is $250 to have it graded, but you have to call them and let them know what you have and whether it's going to qualify for it, so on and so forth. So that's kind of irrelevant for what I'm sending in. Where I'm sending in is going to be regular. Now, I know some of you will disagree with me, but even a couple of my coins, if they're graded poorly and it doesn't go in my favor, they're still going to be worth over $3,000. And I'm talking in 62 to 63, MS 62 and 63. So, yeah, so I'm going to have to do that on the regular standpoint. And I have a lot of coins that could go either way, so I want them insured just in case they are stolen or lost in transit. Now, basically what this is showing you're making your own, you know, perception, or you're making your own assumption of what you think your coin is going to be graded at and what it would be worth at that grade. If you have 4 or 5 that are going to be worth, you know, possibly $3,000, then you're going to, even if your other ones aren't, you're going to want to insure the whole thing for that, just because, you know, depending on what you paid for it and so on and so forth. Now, if you only have, you know, some things that are going to be worth, you know, $200 to $300 or maybe a little over than that, and then just do it at the economy level. It saves you money. It's cheaper. It's $20 per coin. It's a 20 to 30 day turnaround time. Yeah, it's a little bit longer, but you're going to save money. And when you go to sell, if you want to sell them, you're going to get more of a return. The regular is a 15-day turnaround, and it is $32 per coin. It does get pricey. This is a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be, and for anyone that's unexperienced in it is going to feel the same way, I can assure you. Luckily, I had help from my mentor, so it's not going to be too difficult for me. But anyway, so this is how you fill it out. Oh, there are restrictions, guys. I want to show you. Now, if you are sending in just pre-1964, whatever, and you want it in here, that's fine. You put them all under an insured list that you think it's going to be under. But, do they not have it here? They don't. Okay, no, they do. They do. They have modern. You have to send modern coins in on another submission. You cannot send them in with your regulars. Like if it's, like for an example, my Isle of Man. I'm going to be sending this in. You can send them in all together, but they have to be 2 different forms and 2 different entries. I don't know why. That's just kind of how they do it, I guess. Now, I've been told, not only just by my mentor, but other people as well, the more coins you send in, is the more money you're spending, the more time they're going to take with your coins. So I wouldn't go the cheap way out if you have some rare coins or some coins that could possibly be worth some good money. You know, it takes money to make money, guys. That's all I got to say. So if you cheap them out and you just like, yeah, I'm going to do it the cheap way, they grade thousands and thousands of coins a week and probably more than that. So, you know, they're going to spend more. I mean, like with anything, you're going to get what you pay for. So that's basically the gist of it, but you have to fill out the form, and then when you're filling out the coin, each coin is labeled. So on they have a serial number, so you'll go on their site and you can find, it's optional, but you can put the serial number that they have it listed at, the date of the coin, the denomination, like a Morgan would be $1, US, and a variety. Now, what is a variety? I will show you. So this, I think, is going to be a deep mirror proof. Can I get it? Okay. This is, I think, is going to go deep mirror. I don't want to get in it will show my reflection because you can read with this thing. No joke. Now, the capsule is really scratched up, so don't judge the coin by that right now. But my point being is that this is an 1878 first year of issue, but there are many different 1878s. Now, that's not necessarily the variant part, but this is not an 1878 7-tail feather with an 1878 reverse. This is an 1878 7-tail feather with the 1879 reverse, which is a variant with the deep mirrored proofs. And you have to list it there if you want them to check for it. If they don't list it, sometimes I've been told that they will be nice, and if they catch it, they will add that in the grade and put it on your coin. or your capsule for the coin. But if it's a variant that's not necessarily easy to see, like a double zero or double edged wording or rim lettering or something crazy that they have so many different VAMs, if that's the case and it's hard for them to see and they're not looking for it, you're not going to get the grade for it. So you need to make sure that you call or talk to somebody that has experience in this and see, if you have a variant, what's going to qualify for it and how you would go about listing it so that they take the time to grade it. That's about all I have on opening this and showing you my forms and showing you what came with the package. But I do have a couple of entries that I'm sending in that you guys haven't seen, and the first two are going to be two 1834 capped bust half dollars. I don't know what is going on with my camera and why it's not focusing like it usually does, but this is what we got, guys. This one, obviously, you can't even see the strike on my camera. The strike is very, very well still just close to. I mean, it's not going to grade Mint State. This one might go Mint State 60, but I'm thinking more AU 55, AU 58. Either way, it's a $500 to $700 coin. And this one I think will go AU 55. It doesn't have the original luster like this one does. But the strike is still nice on this, but the shield is wearing. Now, I don't know how they're going to go about this because there is some wear on the Eagle's wings, but the shield is still completely 100% intact. And I think this is a vamp because this is a 00. You have to see it under a microscope. But I am still needing to call PCGS and talk to them on whether they're going to accept it or not, because they have graded coins, a couple of them for the 00 vamp, which are worth a lot of money, but it's not listed under their registry for grading anymore. So I don't know what to do about that, but I'm going to call them. And if you have ever dealt with PCGS, they're not exactly the most helpful people in the world. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. But I also bought this, and this was a deal that was kind of a throw-in deal. This was graded by PCI, and it was a Mint State 64. But I'm sending this in because, one, I want it crossed over to PCGS because it'll do a lot better at PCGS caps or in a slab. But I can't. You're never going to be able to see these coins in the quality that I want you to. But the strike on this is perfection. And the streaks is slight toning, but I think it adds more to the eye appeal. And there's just nothing out of place on this coin. There's no marks, there's no scratches, there's nothing. And for that, I think I'm going to go 65, 66. Still not, I mean, it's a V, no cents. So the first year of issue, they only had a V on it. They didn't have a cents at the bottom. And then they switched that over same year, but halfway through, I guess, minting. And the reason they did that is because people back then were gold plating these and passing them off as $5 coins because it had a V on there and they were new and not a lot of people knew about them, so they were getting away with it. So they had to switch that really quickly, but I'm going to send that one back in as well. But I guess, I think I've covered it all as far as what I wanted to. Except for the fact that most people that haven't seen my video did not see my apology. I know I have not been putting out as much content as I usually do for the last couple of weeks. This is not by choice. I have a lot of personal things going on right now. It's been really hectic, and I really miss doing my YouTube channel or my videos and conversing with you guys. I miss you guys a lot. It sucks, but I'm doing the best I can with trying to get videos up. And yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not bailing on you. I'm not trying to leave you guys hanging. I just haven't had a lot of time to, do fun stuff, I guess you could call it. And then I haven't really been buying a lot of PMs right now either. Just trying to save my money as much as I can for some changes that may be coming along that I want to be ready for. Plus I'm sending these in, which is going to be rather expensive on the first. So I got to be ready for that too. But I'm expecting a huge return with this, and I'm really excited about this first experience for it. I think I'm going to do really well, and I'm excited, as I keep saying, to bring you guys along for the journey. So I will see you guys soon with another video. I am doing a Kimber review. I have gone out and done a review for shooting, and I'm going to disassemble the firearm and kind of walk through it a little bit. But either way, guys, I miss you guys, and I hope you're all doing really well. Hope you're still stacking. Be smart, and have a good rest of your week, guys.